Hi BookTube, happy Friday. My name is Sarah and this is Friday Reads. Today is the 12th of June and it is just before lunchtime, and I thought I would sit down and record this because I am going to be getting busy right after lunch today. I actually recorded this yesterday. I was doing a clip for the vlog and I thought, oh well, I'm doing the vlog, I'll sit down and chat with you guys. But I really didn't have much to talk about because not much really has been going on. And then after I recorded that, and I actually edited the video and uploaded it to YouTube, like to post today at lunchtime. Stuff happened yesterday on the way home, like good stuff. So, you know, nothing horrible. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna re-record it because I'll be realistic. The lighting in that clip wasn't very good and things like that. So, and I kind of, you know, yammered on for more than I normally would. But yeah, I have some good news to share with you guys. So please disregard the knitting in the background. That purple thing that you can't see what it is actually the super secret knitting project I've been working on. I gotta get it done. Want to get it done really soon so I can start knitting on some other things mainly, but also because I want the recipient to get it. So as I like to do kind of like a weekend review of what's been going on around here. So 2 weeks ago, I told you guys that I had a job as a professional house cleaner. And last Friday, I told you guys I had quit that job because it sucked, to put it bluntly. And I was supposed to get paid from that job today for the days that I did work, and I didn't. So yeah, that's a stand-up company. So I have already sent them an email, and if I don't get a reply back, I'm going to give them a call later. So yeah, that's a thing. Because I'm sorry, I worked 3 days. I need to get paid for those 3 days because, you know, it was hard work. So regardless, then on Tuesday, this Tuesday that just passed, I think I told you guys last week that I had a job interview. So I went into the interview and it was really, really great. I mean, the woman that I spoke to was super fantastic. We clicked right away, which is always a good sign. Those of you who have, you know, who have had a lot of job interviews, you kind of know, right? And when I left there, I got the feeling that she wanted to offer me the job right away, but she had to interview everybody else first and things like that. So she told me that I would hear either today or Monday. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So yesterday afternoon, just before 3 o'clock when I was picking up my husband from work, I got a phone call from her, and she said that she made her decision early and that I had gotten the job. So I am super, super stoked because the job sounds fantastic. I can't get into too much, you know, what it actually is, and I don't like to divulge here who I'll be working for. It is a financial / tax company, but it's not HR Block. Like it's not that big of a company, but I'll be working like a call center, customer service type position, which is definitely more my speed. It also sounds like my day-to-day work is going to be very monotonous, kind of doing the same things over and over again, which actually does not bother me in the least. I was talking to somebody else about this, that I said, the one thing from my last job when I worked at the big company that I left in January, that, you know, you would have a game plan going in, like you're driving into work or you're heading into work and you're like, okay, today I'm going to get this, this, and this done. And I would get into work and I'd start doing what I needed to do to follow up on orders or to check with production or whatever the case may be. And then you get a phone call about the fact that, you know, all hell has broken loose somewhere about something. And now all of a sudden you've been derailed, but not just for that day, but for multiple days. Like, you know, the stuff that happened would take multiple days to try and correct. And it just throws you completely off, and you get to the end of your day and you get to the end of your week and you just feel like you did nothing, when in reality you've done so much and you're so tired. And I know a lot of people thrive on that. A lot of people like that. That's their personality. It's not mine. I am more than happy to go in and do the same thing every single day. I know what I'm doing. You know, occasionally if something comes up or whatever, that's fine. But in my last job, it became the norm that, you know, a wrench would get thrown into the works essentially. So I'm really happy. I'm really excited. I start next Wednesday. So next Friday when I sit down to talk to you guys, I can tell you all about how wonderful it is. It's just going to be a team of 3 of us. They're just they're starting something, and we're like the initial groundwork for this thing that's being implemented. So the first 2 in the call center, that if this works out well for the company, they are going to hire more people for the call center. So it's me, another girl, and then the woman I interviewed with will kind of be our manager. She won't be on the phones like me and the other girl will, but the 2 of us will definitely be doing that. So Yeah, so I'm excited. I think I'm ready to go back to work. As nice it is to be able to sit at home and knit and read, you know, a paycheck is also real nice. You know what I mean? So you can afford things like knitting and reading. Although I have enough books I wouldn't need to buy anymore. And the other good thing is yesterday is that my husband had a job interview yesterday. With another long-term care facility because he works at a long-term care facility now, and it is a ridiculous amount closer here. Like, he works downtown and it takes us an hour each way to get him in and out of work. So it's a 2-hour commute. For him, for me, it's 4 hours because I get him to work and then I come home. Then I go back and pick him up and then I come back. So once I start working, if he's still out there, he's going to have to get himself home at night, which is now a 2-hour commute by transit. What is an hour by car is 2 hours by transit. So yeah, the place that he interviewed at yesterday is literally a 10-minute bike ride away. Bike ride. It's 3 streets over. Okay, not 3 streets, like 3 major intersections over. So fingers crossed for that. He seems, you know, it's still only a temporary job, but he's doing these in order to, you know, get work until, you know, the rest of the jobs start coming up as stuff is slowly starting to reopen after the pandemic. Or, well, it's still the pandemic, but I think you guys know what I mean. So that's that. This afternoon at 1 o'clock, I have to take Mr. Gordon to the vet. Nothing's wrong. He's fine. It's just a checkup, and it's our first time at this vet's office, and I'm very nervous because of the pandemic and because of the virus. They are not allowing you into the vet's office. So I call them from my car when I get there, and then they come out and get him and take him in. And I'm just like, he's a very nervous cat. He does not like new people. He does not like new places. And, you know, it's actually given me a bit of an anxiety that I have to do this, that I have to, like, I'm not leaving him. It'll only be for like 20 minutes, but still, he doesn't know that, right? He's a cat. So yeah, but we do have to get him there because he has asthma. We have to get him his inhaler, his new prescription. So it's very important that he goes. And I understand that, right? So yeah, and this vet is a woman, and our last vet was a gentleman, and he was very, very nice, don't get me wrong, super, super nice guy. But Gordon has an issue with guys. Like, he's okay with Garrett, but like the odd time my brother will come over, and Richard can just be downstairs and like come in the front door. Gordon upstairs here will still hide underneath the bed as soon as he hears his voice. Like, there's something about guys that he doesn't like. Again, he's fine with Garrett probably because he's used to Garrett, but you know, women he's okay with, but guys, no. So, but like I said, this vet's a woman, so maybe it'll be a bit easier. And I'm pretty sure that they put you on speakerphone so that I can talk to the vet as well, because there's stuff I'm going to want to tell her, you know, how's he acting, what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. So I will report back and let you guys know. I'll report back on the vlog because I did mention this very briefly in the vlog for my clip that I did for yesterday. So I'll mention it again. I'll give you guys a follow-up so you can see it on the vlog. But anyway, I've been yammering on for like ever. So let me talk quickly about the books that I am reading this weekend. So we'll start off with my audiobook, and I am currently I've already started listening to The Highlander. Oops, and my tablet, of course, just turned off. The Highlander Who Protected Me by Vanessa Kelly. Sorry about the glare from the window. This is the first book in the Clendrick series, I think it is. And so far I'm liking it. My only major issue with this one is that this clearly follows follows after another series. So this is, you know, kind of like a prequel series to an old series because they're talking about events that you as the reader should know about, the way it's being discussed. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I wish that they would like let the reader know that, you know, perhaps you should have read these books first. But this one is about a gentleman by the name of Royal and a girl by the name of Aslan, or Aislinn, not Aislinn. Aslan? No, it's Aslan. And she has found herself with child. She was actually assaulted by the guy that she was supposed to marry, this very well-to-do British aristocrat. And so her aunt took her off to the Scottish Highlands, to the country, to her country manor, and is kind of keeping her in secret. And only the immediate staff at this estate know. And so they've been keeping the baby a secret. And at the point that I'm at now, I'm actually a little over halfway through this at this point already, that Royal, has taken the baby. And he is kind of raising it in his house. But he has always had a thing for her, so obviously it's going to be their relationship and blah, blah, blah. So I'm liking it, but I am a little disappointed in the whole fact that there's this entire other series probably that I should have read before I read this one. And you know, the way I feel is that if an author has a new series, that series should at least be standalone. If within the series you need to read the other books, that I get, but a series itself should be able to act as a standalone, because I am a bit confused on some things that are happening, and it sounds like they have an entire other story that I haven't even read yet, when in reality this is the first book in a series. So yeah, a little bit disappointed in that, but we shall see where the story goes. So far, I mean, I'm not disliking it, but you know. And then later today, I'm going to be starting The Bad Boy of Redemption Ranch by Maisie Yates on ebook. This is a NetGalley read, so thank you both to the publisher and the author and NetGalley for sending me a copy of this to read and review. I should have my review for this one up on Sunday. This is the next book in the Gold Valley series. I don't know much about it other than it's Maisie Yates and it's about cowboys, and that's all I needed to know. To tell me that I'm going to enjoy the book. So yeah, so that's the other one that I will be reading it this weekend. So guys, more rambling than anything. That's usually what these Friday reads entail. We have no other plans for the weekend. It's supposed to be a nice cool weekend, cooler than it had been. We got some really bad temperatures, some really, really hot days earlier this week, where with the humidity, I think it hit close to 100 Fahrenheit. So, or 38 degrees Celsius for the rest of my Canadians. But yeah, so I'm glad that that is broken now. It's actually nice and cool and refreshing out. It's still not cold, but I think you know what I mean. It's more normal temperatures for this area anyway. And yeah, so that is it, you guys. I will talk to you all in my next video. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.